Dear students, to continue with our properties, now we will do the properties of whole numbers under division. The first property, it is closure property. If we divide any two whole numbers, the answer will not be a whole number always. How? Let's take one example. If we take two whole numbers like 5 and 2, we are here dividing 5 by 2. So the answer, it's not a whole number, it's a fraction. It means whole numbers are not closed under division. The second property, it is commutative property. If we divide any two whole numbers in any order, their answer will not remain same. What does it mean? Suppose we have taken two numbers 15 and 5. If we are dividing 15 by 5, the answer is 3. But if we divide 5 by 15, the answer obviously it's a fraction not equal to 3. So, whole numbers are not commutative under division. The third property, it is associative property. Whole numbers are not associative under division. What does it mean? Obviously, when these whole numbers are not commutative, it means under division it's not suitable for two numbers to divide in any order and to get the same answer. Then how it could be possible for three numbers under division? So obviously whole numbers are not associative under division. The next property, it is property of 0. 0 divided by any whole number is 0. Okay. 0 divided by any whole number is 0. That is, suppose 0 divided by 18. Here the answer is 0. But any whole number when divided by 0, it's not defined. It means if we are dividing 18 by 0, the answer is not possible. What does it mean? We cannot divide 18 things into 0 people. The next property, it is property of 1. Any whole number divided by 1, it is the same whole number. For example, we are here dividing 83 by 1. The answer is the number itself, that is 83. The next property, it is distributive property of multiplication over addition. It's an important property. Here, A multiplied by B plus C in a bracket, it means A, that is the first number multiplied by second number, then a sign of addition, and first number again multiplied by the third number. It will become clear with this example. If we take three whole numbers 5, 3 and 4, then if we multiply 5 multiply 3 plus 4 in the bracket, we can do solve in any of the ways. We can add 3 and 4, that is 7. 5 multiply 7, it's 35. Or we can do like first number multiplied to second number, that is 5 multiplied by 3 plus first number multiplied by third number, that is 5 multiplied by 4. So it is 15 plus 20, that is 35. So this left part, that is 5 into 3 plus 4, this is equal to 5 into 3 plus 5 into 4. Now few important points. The first point, while adding by suitable arrangement, we have to first add those two numbers whose addition will be easier to make the last digits 0. It means if we are adding these three numbers 456 plus 237 plus 344, we can't add them verbally or manually in mind. So to make the sum easier, what we will do, here 456 plus 344, these numbers can easily be added as 56 plus 44 is 100. So it means we are getting the last digits 0 while adding 456 and 344. So firstly we will write them in the bracket and write 237 outside it. So this will become 800 plus 237, this is 1037, because easily by adding 456 and 344 we are getting the last digit 0. So it can easily be done in mind too. Rule number 2, important point number 2, same rule which we have done for addition in first point, it can be applied for multiplication as well. For example, 4 multiply by 177 multiply by 25. If we try to multiply 4 and 177 and then the product is to be multiplied by 25, we can't get the answer manually. So what we will do here, we know 4 into 25 it's 100, right? So firstly we will write 4 into 25, that in a bracket, multiply 177. So 100 into 177, the answer will be 17700, that is 17,700. Here we have used the associative property of addition and multiplication respectively in the first and second point. Now let's move on to exercise 2.2. Here question 1 and 2 we can easily do on the basis of these two above examples, that is the important point number 1 and 2. Now come to question number 3. Find the value of the following: 297 multiplied by 17 plus 297 multiplied by 3. It's easily visible. Before addition, one term is there. After addition, one term is there. Out of these, 297 is a common term. So, we will take 297 outside the bracket, then a sign of multiplication, bracket start, it will be 17 plus 3, bracket closed. Which property it will be? It will be distributive property. Now 297 multiplied by 20, it will be 5940. This distributive property can be used for multiplication over addition, which we have discussed earlier, or multiplication over subtraction also. What is the difference between the two? Here it will be A multiplied by B minus C in a bracket is equal to the first number multiplied by the second number minus the first number multiplied by the third number, that is A multiplied by B minus A multiplied by C. Now question number 4. It is find the product using suitable property. So property we have to think here, which property can be used. 738 multiplied by 103. It will be a big calculation to do. So what to do? We will break this 103. It will become 100 plus 3. If the number is less than 100 or it is just less than 1000, so we will do 100 minus something or 1000 minus something. Here 738 multiplied by bracket start 100 plus 3. Now here first number multiplied by second number. 738 multiplied by 100 plus 738 multiplied by 3. First number, its product will be 73,800 plus the second number 2,214. The answer we will get 76,014, and we have to mention the property, which property we are using. Here we have used distributive property. The next question number 5. Here you have to attempt it yourself. I am giving a hint. Here also we will use distributive property of multiplication over addition to solve this sum. So you people have to try this exercise 2.2 based on these properties. Okay.